Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my beloved sisters. Inshallah, we will resume our course, and we already finished the first two major areas from the five major areas we have for the articulation points of the letters. As I told you, we have five major areas. So the first one was the empty space between the mouth and the throat. We already did. We did the second one, which was the throat. And today we're taking the tongue, inshallah. Still, we have another two, which are the nose and the two lips. So inshallah, now we're starting the third major articulation area, which is the tongue. Let's see how it looks like, or what do we have exactly in the tongue, like a special area in this major area. We have in this here, we can see how the tongue is divided into special areas: the deepest part of the tongue, the middle part of the tongue, the sides of the tongue, the head of the tongue, and the tip of the tongue. Inshallah, we are taking today one of those. We are moving from back. We are already starting from the throat, so we will start from the back. Today we are taking the special area, which is the deepest part of the tongue, the deepest part of the tongue. And we will see what are the letters produced from there. Bismillah. Before this, we need to identify something or clarify something about what we call the palate, the upper palate of the mouth. For sure, we know we have a soft palate part and a hard palate, and we need to differentiate between them, as we will have two letters produced from this part, which is the deepest part of the tongue. As I told you, one of them is produced from the soft palate and the other is produced from the hard palate. Okay. The two letters we produce from the deepest part of the tongue are the two letters Qaf and Kaf. The letter Qaf is produced from the deepest part of the tongue, meeting the soft palate at the top of the mouth. So the deepest part of the tongue is meeting the soft palate. From there, from this point of the meeting point between those two organs, which are the deepest part of the tongue and the soft palate. So from there we have the Qaf produced. This is the articulation point of the letter Qaf. And that's why you see the Qaf is somehow given like an echo sound. The sound is going like in a closed place. Yeah, this is what we call the soft palate. Okay. Next we have the other letter Kaf. This one is very close to the Qaf, but it is not produced from the soft palate. It is produced from the hard palate, which is closer to the teeth. So it is further from the throat and closer to the mouth, or the upper teeth, or the front teeth, if we want to clarify more. So what is the difference between the Qaf and the Kaf? They are very close together. Both are produced from the deepest part of the tongue, but we are not meeting the same point at the top of the mouth. In case of the Qaf, we are meeting the soft palate. In case of the Kaf, we are meeting the hard palate, which is more close to the mouth. Okay. Here is giving us some tips about this. He's saying the articulation points for letter Qaf and letter Kaf are already very close together, as I told you. They both produce by touching the deepest part of the tongue to the soft palate. However, the position of Kaf is a little distance away from Qaf. So Kaf is produced from the deepest end of the tongue, which is closer to mouth and away from throat. Let's see here how it looks like and how they are very close. You see, the Qaf is behind the Kaf and they are very close together, very close. Yeah. So what are the mistakes that the one may do if he recited or if he pronounced the two letters qaf and kaf? What are the common mistakes we have while, for example, first we start with the qaf. The first thing is very common that our students are doing it like kaf. They are not keeping it heavy enough, especially in case of having qaf with kesra. For example, al-mustaqim, they say al-mustaqim. It's not correct. They should keep it heavy, even in case of being or having kesra. You have to keep it heavy. For sure we know that this is the lowest level of heaviness because it has kasra, but still we should differentiate it from the kaf. So it should not be exactly like the kaf. The other thing is if the qaf is repeated, we have two qaf following each other. For example, haqqa qadiri, haqqa qa, haqqa qadiri. Here we have to show both very clearly. Yeah, the other thing is that we have to know something about the qaf, which is what we call the qualities. So the qaf is having a special quality, which is the strength. Yeah, you say yaqatulun, for example, yaqa. You see, if you didn't do this, it will be very close to the kaf, especially if there is sukun, so you have to show qalqala. Yaqatulun. Okay. If it is followed by kaf, the qaf is followed by kaf, and this is a very special case you have to care a lot about. For example, qul, kul, qul, kul. Here we have qul and then kul. The qaf is followed by kaf. In that case, you have to differentiate very well between those two letters. How about the kaf? What are the mistakes we expect the student to do? First, they don't care about the strength of the kaf also. As I told, the qaf is strong. You have to do it strong. And how about the kaf? What we call a shidda. Yeah, and this will be inshallah explained more in the qualities part. But here we just should keep the strength of the kaf. And the kaf is produced in two steps. It is not like the qaf. Yeah, because there is an additional step, which is what we call al-hams or the whispering. We produce air after we do the kaf. So after we have the two organs meeting together, we then open and produce air. Yak, yak. So we do two steps in order to show the kaf. It is not like the qaf. So here, in case of kaf, first you show the strength, yak, and then open the makhraj to produce the air. Yak, yak. You have two steps. Yak. And this way you show the kaf. Many are not caring about this, and they are not showing this air, producing this air, or what we call the second step. They are not doing it. They are just saying yaksibun, yaksibun. No, it's not enough. You have to do the two steps. Yak. Now you close strongly, and then you open again to produce the air. Yak. Like that. Okay. Actually, there should not be long time between the two steps, because if you did that and separated between the two steps, so this is going to be like two letters produced. For example, we have the word alayk. Here I want to produce the hams. What I'm going to do? And I want to do two steps. The first one is the strength, and the second is the hams, which we call the producing of the air. So I have to do two, but very close together. Alayk. Like that. But the wrong way is to do a separation between the strength, you touch the two, or you meet the two organs together, and the production of the air. For example, like that. Alayk. Okay? Yeah. So here, what I did is like I pronounced two letters. Alayk. Yeah. So it shows like I have kaf and ha. I add another letter. Yeah. So here in that case, we have to do two steps. Yes, but they are very close together. Alayk. Yeah. Just open directly and produce the air without separating this with long time. Also, you should care about not to do qalqala for the kaf. The qaf is the one we had qalqala, which is what we call the bouncing. Yaqatulun, yes, is okay with the qaf, but the kaf is not having this. Many are saying, for example, yakasibun. No, it's not correct. The other thing is that the kaf is a light letter while the qaf is a heavy letter. For example, we should say kadhimin. We should not say qadhimin. No. Okay? The other thing related to the kaf, that some produce the kaf like the jim. They say yakdhibun while it should be yakdhibun. Yeah? They are very close. Yeah, the kaf and the jim. And we'll explain about the jim after that. But for now, you need to differentiate. The kaf is from the back part of the tongue, as we mentioned, the deepest part of the tongue, while the jim is closer to the mouth in the middle part. So we should not mix. We have to produce it from the back. Yakdhibun. If it is repeated, have to care about showing both kaf. Yudrikum, yudrikum. So both kaf should be clear. If it is followed by a ta, which is also a letter we should produce air with, so we have to care about. For example, naktal here. So the kaf is very important. We have many mistakes about the kaf the students are doing. So we have to care about not to do qalqala. We have to do in 2 steps, as I told you. The first step is to do or show the quality of the strength and then produce the air. The other thing is not to make it heavy and not to mix it with the jim. That what we mentioned, alhamdulillah, was the common mistakes we have with the qaf and the kaf. And as I told you, this course is a practical course, so we are practicing those letters together on the WhatsApp app, inshallah. So after you listen to this lesson, we go practice on the lesson together in the WhatsApp group. Jazakumullah khair. Inshallah, next time we are taking another special articulation point in the 3rd major area, which is the tongue. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.